Start with telling you about it.
I'm not invested in it.
Yeah, I watched that shit. Well, I'll tell you this. It started off.
Red dot.
I can't go where it started off. I can't really remember how it started off. What I do know is, didn't it ended with a bombshell, right? Well, didn't it end with him? Was this the one where the last one where he ended revealing what happened in Vegas, right? Ain't that how the last one ended? Do you remember how the last one ended?
I didn't see the last episode. No.
You didn't watch any of them? Wow, want me to tell you about some shit that you haven't even watched? Well, he was
What'd you say?
It was Vegas, and he found out that they shared an intimate kiss after he told Olivia that he loved her.
I seen that part.
All right, so you saw the end of it. All right, then. I just
Okay.
asked you that.
I want to start with that, man.
Don't make me waste
Don't make
me waste 45 seconds talking about All American. But go
we
ahead.
are back after a long week hiatus. The Straight Gas Homie podcast is back. Daeo to my left, D Block here on the mic.
Daeo the truth teller.
Daeo the truth teller to my left, D Block on the mic. Episode 49 of the Straight Gas Homie podcast. We are back. I don't know what to say, man. It is
You got to ask me how my week?
Fuck you in your week. Fuck you in your week.
Okay. All right.
I'm not your week one. I'm not your week man. I'm not even acting all week.
I see you finished that jumbo blunt. You ain't bring it this time. Okay.
Which one, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, that one I was smoking and I coughed, and it was at the end. So when I coughed, it blew all the weed out. So I blew like at least like this much of the weed out of the blunt all over the fucking floor. I was very upset. So that blunt is over with. I'm done with that. I'm not smoking one of them anymore. No time soon. But
Wow. Shouldn't have been smoking it anyway.
yeah, man, we are the high dynamic duo is back. Stop fucking up my intro, man. We gotta get more professional, man.
All right.
I keep fucking burping. Episode 49 of the Straight Gas Homie podcast.
Okay.
What are we smoking in the
It's
blunt,
been
man?
3 times.
Shut up.
We are smoking.
I have banana kush.
LA.
Banana pie.
I can taste the pie in the other one. LA Kush cake
Pause.
and
Oh, come on!
LA Kush.
Come on! Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
I guess that fan, I guess he just thought that was just,
Can't get the fucking production.
thought it was offensive. No, that was just a little too, I taste the pie.
Oh my God. LA Kush cake and Jet Fuel Gelato.
LA Kush cake, where'd you get that from?
Well, I did a little shopping around. We did a little pie. You got a little pie. As long as you know. Oh, I got it from my cousin.
You know what, man?
I got it from my cousin.
Oh, no, man. The nerve of you. Something else, man. Wow. Wow, guys. That's all I got to say. LA Kush pie. Wow.
LA Kush cake.
Kush cake. Pardon me.
Yo, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute.
Pardon
This
the
motherfucker
fuck
got
out
some
of me.
banana pie. Not banana OG, banana Kush. You had banana, we had banana OG. So what it seems like is someone did some shopping without the other one.
I have valid reasons.
So I
I have
knew it.
valid reasons for me.
So I knew it, and I just paid an extra quarter to split it up because I knew, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. I did a little shop. I didn't say which cousin.
It's all
I
right.
didn't say which one.
It's all right.
But that's what I got, man. You want to throw that out there so y'all can know what's in your blunts. You weren't going to say what's in the blunts.
No, it's something new we started.
Yeah,
Last time we started what we smoking, man.
Well, that's what we smoking.
Cause it's just the kush pie?
That's the jet fuel gelato.
Jet fuel gelato.
Yeah.
Oh, that's new too. Never heard of that. Jet lotto and jet fuel. I never had them fused together. Or did you?
LA Kush cake and jet fuel gelato. That's what I meant to say. Not jet lotto. We did have jet lotto.
I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
I've had jet fuel. I've had jet lotto. I've had gelato. I've never had jet fuel gelato.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, man.
Two strands.
I got two.
I've never had
I got 2 halves, man.
friends.
I have
Two halves.
Wait a minute. I got a half of each. Now, what you got? banana pie, right? Is that new? Oh, okay. And it's flavorful too, guys. It's flavorful. And you have banana kush. Not banana OG. Because we have banana OG. So those are 2 new strands too, right? When you pick that up? Where'd you pick up that batch? On the way in?
Over the past week.
Oh, okay. Came in and picked it up. Because I know you finished the rest of your shit off in Miami. In Miami. You know what I'm saying? How was Miami? No,
How was it, he said?
I mean, like, that was the scenery. That was the scenery and things like that. How was it, man?
I wouldn't know. I never got a chance to.
Oh, you didn't go out on the
Right
track?
around. No, I didn't get a chance to do that. I don't even know what the vehicle looked like, guys.
Well, let me tell you about the Miami traffic. Well, you didn't miss anything with the vehicle. Because unlike most people, you know, they want to go to Miami and they race and they Porsche trucks and stuff like that. We had a Jeep Compass and needed an oil change.
You ashamed of it? That's why you didn't let me know about it?
Oh, no. I let you know about
I'm
it.
not passing you just like you didn't pass me on that day on the beach. That's all.
So let me tell you, look. Let me bring the mic closer. Oh shit, I might break it. So
You just let it down, man.
So I said, hey man, we going out into town. We gonna go to Walmart, go to Target. Maybe we need to pick up some essentials. That's what we were going to get. So you didn't want to go out and be glad that you didn't, because it was like a really difficult day one. But the riddle was that, and the other car that we got, it was a Honda hatchback. It was literally like a bitch car, what we would call a bitch car. So we drove around Miami in a bitch car, not a Porsche truck, not a BMW, not a foreign, a bitch truck. And we only used it to go 3 places. So we didn't use it much. We Ubered.
And I tell you,
we call Ubers.
you didn't need it, right?
No, we don't. But I needed it, so when I tell you I didn't need it, but I just want to have the option to where I can, like, if I want to get up and go somewhere, I get up and go. I've gotten so spoiled to having a vehicle after not having one for so long that I refuse to walk certain places. Like that Walgreens, I saw where you walk. No way.
It's like 10 minutes away.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I drove right past, right to the IHOP, right down the street from there. Wasn't doing no walking. I have time for that.
I really enjoyed myself. Had a good time. Miami's always a real good time. Miami has great weather.
They have terrible food.
I mean, I guess it depends on. I still won't judge the food in Miami because I didn't go to the liquor, didn't go to Trick Daddy restaurant, and I haven't had any like Cuban food or anything like that I feel like, or even like Jamaican food or anything. I feel like Miami.
You jerk, didn't you?
I never had that like that. The only thing, they food not bad. The last time I was there, the food that I got, it was decent. We went to this breakfast spot, and their food was real good. And we went somewhere else, I think, and the food was decent. So I wouldn't say the food was bad.
Their food is fried hard.
Just the place that we went, I say, was kind of bad. That burger that I had on the beach was good as fuck. Like, that burger was good.
Yeah, I should have got a burger. I started with a burger.
So I wouldn't say the food is bad. It's just, I just don't think that
the food I had was bad, I'll say that.
Because even when the first time I went there, that steak that we had was good. The tacos at Pink Taco was good. They're just super fucking small. That bean dip was good.
Yeah, Pink Taco was good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Because Pink Taco, I had a bowl, tacos. I fucked that shit up that first night.
Yeah.
I think somebody
Everything's
kind of fucked up a pair of my Jordans that night too. You don't say who. Somebody that's just a fucking lush. You know, did I have to tell you was a lush before? You know what a lush is?
I do know. I wouldn't call that.
Do you not know your limits?
No, it's not that. I just didn't have anything to eat that day.
Yeah.
And eating tacos. I just didn't get up and go to the bathroom. After I threw up, I was good. But I ain't get up and go to the bathroom.
I ain't even say you.
Lack of communication. I'm okay with me. I don't. See, let's talk about this. We'll get into this. Then we'll get into what I really want to talk about.
Okay.
But,
Well, seeing as the cover art is Miami, so I figured that we talk about a little bit about Miami.
oh, okay. You don't know that yet.
Oh,
Pre-pod, pre-production. But I will say this. Black people are the only people in the world who, when you throw up, the night is over and they want to embarrass you. And they want to ridicule you, they want to talk, make fun of you. I can't tell you how many times I've thrown up around my friends. They made a big deal about it. If I had white friends, when you throw up, they fucking celebrate because they know
chill.
it's more drinking, it's more party, he got it out of his system, we gone. Throw it around a black motherfucker, they gotta get everybody around to look at you, point at you and all this and that. Like, let me throw up, bring me some water, we good, we good. I threw up at the restaurant and moved to the next table. Once it was out, I kept telling y'all, I'm good now.
No, the night was over. Not because of you.
Well, y'all was saying it was over for y'all, but I was good. I was able to continue. Have we been able to continue?
I think everybody was fatigued at that point. You had a little jet lag. You know what I'm saying? I know me. I was glad that it ran. After I finally eaten, that was the first time we had eaten.
But out of nowhere, the Viper struck. How do you feel, man? How did the salt water taste?
Playing too fucking much.
Pause.
Is what I would say. I didn't expect that. The first thing I was hoping that I didn't lose an earring. All I could think about was Drake when he said he lost a sandal or something in the ocean. I was hoping that you didn't lose on my earrings. But you know what?
Who comes to the beach in earrings?
Well, my plan wasn't to get in the water. My plan was to just take a nice stroll, get a little tan. I didn't plan on getting an umbrella and a bench seat, something that you insisted. I'm glad you made that suggestion. My kids said that we looked darker when we got back. So I can imagine if we didn't use that.
Who wants to come to the beach and just gonna sit in the sand?
I've been to the beach in probably over
You've watched
15
movies
years.
with beaches.
And they always sitting out in the fucking tanner like they were doing. 10 day ass
You wanna sit on a towel in the sand, or you wanna sit in a chair? Either way, you're gonna be sitting on the beach.
I was gonna sit on the towel in the sand and just sit there. But the RKO caught me off guard. I think you tackled me again twice off guard.
On the range, big dog spirit.
That water was really salty. It was burning the shit out of my eyes. Yeah, man. But the beach was beautiful.
Why didn't you get into beach weather, man? Why didn't you take your shirt off, pause, and take your shirt off, you know?
Well, you know what? I'm not the type of guy that
Enjoy
likes
yourself.
indecent exposure.
No one knows you out there.
Exposing myself to the public. So I said, it's like, no, I have my feet out. I have my feet out for a very long time.
Why do you think that's a big deal?
That's a big deal for me.
Why?
Man, I had my feet out in a
think-
sandal.
When do you think you'll grow up?
I'm grown.
You're mature.
So, what makes me not mature? Because I don't want to fucking have my fucking bare skin out on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
But you're
I
grown.
could have went with a tank top. But
Right, you're a grown man.
let it all hang out. Fuck it.
Take your feet out. What do we see? All these old white men out there with their gut just walking around free, man.
Yeah.
At some point in your life, you had an opportunity to correct the problem that you was having in terms of weight.
I'm not having a problem. I'm not having a problem. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
So if you're okay with it,
Yeah.
be okay with it.
If I wasn't,
Take your shirt off.
if
That's showing that you're okay with it. You know, so Bizarre was okay with his body. Fat Boy SSE was okay with his body at one point.
Rick Ross,
Okay with his body.
I'm okay.
Coward.
I'm okay, but I don't even think, I wouldn't say if I was skinny as fuck. Like I definitely would go shirtless. But even if I was small, like I would not wear, even when I was younger, I always wore a shirt. I always wore a jersey or something.
You and your kids rent out Jackie Chan's house on the beach. Just y'all sit in the pool. You come outside. Do you have on a tank top, no shirt, or a shirt?
Tank top.
Still.
I've always swam in a tank top. I've never went skins.
Okay, no kids, just you and your woman sitting out. You coming outside in a tank top, no shirt, or a shirt?
Tank top.
Just y'all two sit in the pool
Tank
late
top.
at night. Still
Tank top.
tank top.
Tank top. Later at night,
I'm just trying to give it to
Later at
you.
night, I made skinny dip with her. I made skinny
Oh, you
dip.
ready to go Paris. You ready to go. Come out there looking like a naked mole rat.
Fat Mexican, homo body. Come out there built like Homer Simpson and shit to get right in the water. You know what I'm saying? I'm planning a trip to the Silver State. I want the one with the pool. I'll probably go bareback in there, man. But
That's a kid. So in there, what do you mean probably? Why wouldn't you?
because it's just like,
Why would you have a shirt on
I
around
got
your
sensitive
woman?
skin. sensitive skin, but I don't want to break out, so I try to.
So you hop out the shower, you immediately put a tank top on?
Oh, you actually do I walk around my house shirtless?
Yeah.
No, I always have on a tank top. Yeah, I always have on a tank top.
Even when it's just you and her?
Yeah, I always have on a tank top, man.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck am I going? What do I need to take off my shirt for? Like I don't know. Like it's a lot of bad like Hooli don't wear shirts, Goodwin don't wear shirts. They let their fucking guts hang out. Like
When
I
you
can
alone,
do it too.
When you at home alone, do you have a shirt on too? At what point do you?
No, you can go shirtless.
Be free.
Alright. It's okay with being free, but I don't want to walk. When I walk past the mirror, I don't want to look at that shit. So I don't want to punish her by looking at that shit. So why would I do it? So all these men who ruthlessly walk around their house with bad shapes, you fucking forcing your woman to look at your bad body built ass because you want to have an extra breeze, or you want to feel an extra breeze. Does it make maybe at night before I go to bed? I may go. No, I'm in tank top, Joe, all the time.
But so what do you mean punish your woman by looking at it? She clearly doesn't care. She's with you.
Oh, she cares.
Oh,
Your woman, look, your woman is with you, but she's like, while we suffer in silence with a lot of things with women, when we walk our bad body built ass past them, they suffering in silence. Every time they gotta look at your ass. When they gotta look at my Mexican shaped ass walking into the bathroom shirtless, I can imagine the things that she's saying in her head. And I'm saying this about myself.
So do you feel the same way about them? Like when they gain a little weight or whatever, they walk around without a top or whatever, do you be like, you always walk around with your titties flapping all, don't you put a bra on? Do you feel that way?
No, because titties are beautiful. Like I would never bash a woman for going topless.
Or
But
even shirtless, she's walking out like, damn, put that away. You ain't working out lately.
well, I ain't never.
It's the same concept.
If I was dating a woman that was shaped like me, yeah, I would say I would probably be like,
You're always walking
I
around.
gotta take that off.
So you look at your
I
woman,
gotta take that off.
for whatever reason you're with her, and you looking at her body, you'll be like, come on, man, put a shirt on and not even.
If she was built like me, not
Put a shirt on, that's what you're saying?
I would say it nicely or something. I'd be like, ain't you cold? Ain't you cold?
So she
I'm
hop
gonna
out
lead by example. I'm gonna lead by example.
So she get out the shower, you open the door, like, you put a shirt on, you don't want to come in. You an ignorant fuck, man.
If my woman was built like me, 9 times out of 10 we not gonna be together. First off, and I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about my woman. I'm talking about me. There's no way in hell you gonna walk around this room shirtless for that much for that long. I guarantee you. You gonna put something on a robe. I'm gonna say I'll find ways around it. So maybe I'll purposely find women with the same type of. Every time I see a woman with the body structure similar to my woman's, I would talk about them on the TV. So she would become self-conscious about it. And she would cover herself up. She'll be like,
So you remember the old girl from Walmart who looked like she was. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
which Walmart? Oh, okay, yeah.
So
you talking about women
so
who
she
look
walked
like
up, so she took her shirt off. What would you say?
Oh, first off, if she took her shirt off, I would think she's pregnant.
But when you found out she wasn't,
I would.
like every time the shirt comes off, what would you have to say?
If I had,
It happened. I'm letting you know it happened. Like every time the shirt was off, it was shirt.
first off, we wouldn't be intimate. But if that was the situation with her and her shirt came off, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Okay, so the first time I'll let it slide. But like I say, I'll constantly try to, I don't know how to not be offensive.
You're very offensive right now, man.
I don't give a fuck. I'm being honest. I'm the truth teller. Look, man. If a woman is shaped like me, or I ain't talking about. See, let me be clear. We're not talking about a woman that got just a little pouch, a little baby pudge.
Right.
I'm talking about a motherfucker who look full blown pregnant.
You got a gut.
No, not a gut. They look full blown pregnant. You be like, damn, is she pregnant? like that.
So
little ass legs.
So little chunky women can take their shirt off right as fine.
With the little extra baby weight, yeah, you can take that off. That's cool.
Somebody with a little bit extra baby weight.
Yeah, but you can't be
I'm
looking
sorry
like.
saying names.
Nah, she can't
take her shirt off.
Well, you know what? She gonna take it off because that's a top heavy woman. So her titties will kind of overshadow the bigness. Who? Nah.
Oh my God, these are not real big women though. They're women with big
that's what I'm
breasts.
saying. So maybe they don't look that
But
big.
they have stomachs though, and it's not the
The stomachs I'm talking about is the one we talking about that look pregnant, where it look like you stuffing like how you tuck your shirt. You know, like when you tuck your shirt in your pants and it starts to come on tuck. That's how their body look like it's tucked in their jeans. You can't take your shirt off. You take it off the first time. After that, it's gonna take me a while to get back to you. Okay? But in the meantime, I'm laying the foundation of insecurity so where you're not gonna reveal that stomach to me again. I'm letting you know now. Only women who are built like me and above are who I'm speaking of. Not women who have just a little baby weight.
I'll say this. Sorry, women,
Okay.
on Women's Appreciation Month.
You baited me into that.
Thank God that we didn't do this podcast on Women's Appreciation Day.
baited me into
Just
that
for
one.
you guys, I gave his ass an RKO out of nowhere in the fucking beaches of Miami.
Man,
Just for
listen.
you ladies, because this guy right here, man.
Post this job. I just thought that you wanted honesty.
Alright, man, we got honesty for you. You're a piece of shit, man.
And
What
that's
I
it.
want honesty from you now is you're a bit older than me.
Okay.
So I want you to honestly tell me what was the big hype around coming to America?
I got into coming to so I was a late bloomer with coming to America. I've seen it, but I didn't. Coming to America like Scarface to me. Well, like people, they overhype it. It is a good movie. It's a black movie that you have to have seen. It's all about what you get from the movie. Like I tend to fall asleep on Coming to America, but I enjoy Coming to America. If you're looking for like it's all about like your level of what you find funny. So like what would find like no, I'm just saying seriously. Some people are blown. Some people are like probably find Coming to America like to just be absolutely hilarious. It has spurts for me, like him and with Samuel L. Jackson robbing the place.
Right.
His choice of words, "I'll be forced to thrash you." That's funny to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or Sexual Chocolate. His performance isn't funny. When he was performing, Randy Jackson, or is it Randy something? When he was up there singing, he was stomping. But the ugly ass dude, we like, that boy good. That's funny to me. Not his over the top, like people probably busting up at him singing that song like that. That's not what was funny. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. No, he did not. That's funny to me.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Did you not laugh when he did
I did.
that? See, that's what I'm saying. But if you looking for like, and then it ended with like it was just like one of those good, wholesome, black.
Would you agree that over the years Coming to America has been ascended to Chronic, Friday, Boys in the Hood level, like you said, one of those movies
Yes,
that
it's a must see.
Right. I'm just struggling to see why. I'm struggling to see what was so iconic about, what was so groundbreaking. Maybe because they had a lot of black actors in there.
And then the time.
So maybe
the timing of the movie.
Yeah, I'm starting to see. I'm focused on this trend with Eddie Murphy. I'm not a big Eddie Murphy fan, first of all, but it seems like a lot of the movies everybody say he likes is an ensemble cast. So just have a bunch of people in there, and it's like, oh, this gotta be good because of this.
Like Harlem Nights.
Right. So it's like, is it really good, or do you just want to see them all? It's like the All-Star game. Is this a really good game, or are you just happy that you can watch one game and you can see Dame, Steph, LeBron, and Giannis all on the court at the same time? Is that sort of thing?
I can see what you say. I can see your perspective on that. It's just like the Expendables in reverse without action. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that, like Soul Glow, it's all the Eddie Murphy comedies is just like really stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Coming to America is like, I like Coming to America, man. Like you gotta tell me like what you're not liking about it. What's not?
I was sitting there one day. I said, let me watch They kept talking about it. And so I knew it was going to, I heard it on the Breakfast Club, Joe Budden podcast. They said they was going to bring it up. They was going to talk about it. So I say, all right, I'm not going to halt my media that I want to watch and listen to because I haven't seen this movie, because I know it's going to be a good movie, or a movie that everybody's going to talk about. So I turned on the first one, and I started watching. And
your expectation was too high already.
It was, but it wasn't. So I'm sitting there watching it, I'm looking. I'm like, okay. I'm not a big Eddie Murphy fan. But when I first started watching, the only thing I like about Coming to America is James Earl Jones and how serious he took being a king and being royalty and all that. So I enjoyed that part of it. Arsenio Hall is one of the worst actors I've ever seen in my life. And him and Eddie Murphy, that entire movie, sitting around looking gay face, clearly with
Hall definitely looked
with a lot of makeup on, looked like his lips was super shiny. And I found it hard because I'm watching, I'm like, is Arsenio Hall playing like a dumb character? Like, is he a little slow? Every time they said something to him, the man looked in the camera like, Paul? And then he respond. I'm like, why does he do all his lines like that? What are you doing, Simi?
You looking too deep? Too deep?
Well, I'm like, what's wrong? He's on Arsenio Hall throughout the whole Coming to America. Go rewatch it. That motherfucker was on tape delay. The entire movie, Arsenio Hall was on tape delay.
I'm sorry.
It had its parts and its moments where it was funny, and I could see how it would become a good, maybe a halfway decent movie. But to ascend to the level that it ascended to, I don't see it. Like, Eddie Murphy is just a corny person to me. Like, and maybe it's just how I was introduced to Eddie Murphy. I was introduced to him through Dr. Dolittle, Nutty Professor, and Life. That's my Eddie Murphy that I know. Then next came Norbert and Meet Dave. Like, this is him who I know. So when everybody say how talented he is and how he was the man in the 80s and blah, 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 it's like, no, he's a joke to me. Like, you joke of the week, Eddie Murphy is a joke, in my opinion, in his comedy. Like, he's just over the top.
You ever heard his R&B song?
Never. I've never heard a stand-up or anything. Eddie Murphy. It's like, a lot of his movies, he play a lot of different characters, so it's always the camera steady fucking panning back and forth to like up close facial expressions. Like, I just didn't get it. I really didn't get it. It was parts on it that was funny. You know, it was parts on it that you can take from it and laugh or whatever. But it's just overall just wasn't funny. John, like it was other people in there. Him and McDowell's, and how he just kept saying,
right? That's what I'm saying. You gotta find your bits and pieces.
They got the Big Mac, we got the Big Mac.
Even in the two, we're like, study just going too far. You be like, he be so serious, slamming doing that damn thing in the dude's face.
Right, so I'm not gonna sit up here.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it didn't have its parts, and it did. My favorite part of the movie of Coming to America was when old girls thought that Simi was the prince. Go back and rewatch that scene to see how disgusted James Earl Jones was. He's like, who told you that?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like good stuff.
It was just like, oh no, I'm really done. I think the first one was halfway decent.
Yeah, man. I think if you didn't have that, if you just stumbled upon it, I think you would have enjoyed it. Different.
Nah.
If you just stumbled upon Coming to America and it didn't have all this hype around the second one, I think you would have you probably would still feel the same way, but you would give it more of a chance than you did. Because there's so much comedy you've seen now. So like when I go to white comedy, if I put Sex Drive up against that shit, Sex Drive is fucking blowing comedy wise. It's fucking blowing coming to America out the water because that shit is just funny. You like, but if you say white comedy, then they'll say, well, why do you think that's funny? But I'm telling you.
I don't know what Coming to America is. That's why I have to ask or talk to somebody who really was into movies back then. I don't know if it's trying to be a comedy. I don't know if it's trying to be action. I don't know if it's trying to be a drama or whatever. It's like, I can look at how high this is a fucking stoner movie. Right. Like, what was Coming to America? What was it classified as? Even when they made it as a satire on African culture and everything like that or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Coming to America too. How do you feel? You want me to go first or you want to go first?
I can go. I was looking at a lot of the reviews and it was getting a lot of negative reviews and negative. And just looking at the previews, I thought it was gonna be like some super. The way movies are now, when you watch those movies with Kevin Hart, you watch those T.I. movies or that cookout type shit. I'm like, this is gonna be some really bad shit. Okay. Then when I got into it and I started watching it, I really found myself enjoying it. And then the way that it ended with because I was expecting sexual chocolate. Pause, or maybe I should say pause, that's what he called himself. But for him to come, I was hoping that he dropped the mic a little extra. But I like the way that they twisted it all up and did what they did with it. And it, compared to the first one,
Twisted it up and half.
well, I mean, like, the little twist with the story with the son. You know what I'm saying? It went back to Eddie Murphy ended up turning into his father. You know what I'm saying? Losing himself and having to go back and find himself seeing himself through his son. I was thinking that somehow maybe the son would have turned out to be Simi or something like that. That was gonna be like that little twist, like he's not really your son, it's Simi's son. They never really had a DNA test. They did I'm like, okay, so how do you figure out if but like shit like that.
Stupidity.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I was waiting on that, but it's all depending like what you're looking for.
Who the fuck is Baba? We're gonna start there. Who the fuck is Baba?
Refresh my memory.
Baba. You know about the ugly motherfucker, the mystical dude, the one that told
the one they was calling Lil Wayne?
I
They
heard
was saying Lil Wayne.
that
That was just a new character they added into it.
Just I don't know. Zamandu got a fucking a witch or whatever you want to call it.
Like a spirit,
Yeah.
spiritual something like that. Yeah. See, how you got a problem with that? It's just somebody that just added, right? He wasn't
He
the
just said he
first.
wasn't the first, and now that you need an heir to the son. King Jafar just always had this spiritual figure that's been beside him, guiding him and everything.
So you going with the storyline? That's what you.
I'm looking at everything. I'm gonna attack everything in this fucking movie today. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So you can't tell me who Baba is, right?
Okay.
You can't tell me.
No.
Why did you like? Why did you like the story? What did you like about the story? Cause 5 minutes in, when Wesley Snipes came shucking and jiving on the screen, I was done with it by then, man.
Well, no, not the story. I mean, just like that. When I saw Wesley Snipes, I was expecting like something else. I enjoyed his character. Man. Like you gotta understand. Like I was expecting something. I was expecting like real grade A cookout Netflix shit.
That's not what you got?
No, and it could, but it's what can you looking at Coming to America 1. It's not this type of movie. I'm like,
So when Michael Jackson came on screen shouting like that.
but what was wrong with that? You gotta laugh at that.
The most well-endowed man in Africa. What else he say? He was inspired by Mufasa.
Did you not laugh at him?
And then he come fucking.
Did you laugh at him?
I laughed at him.
Okay.
And then he come gyrating on screen like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Once again, before I bash this movie, I will say it has its parts. Showing the girl, I did like in a sense where it was going by, okay, he the sister of the girl he turned into a dog all those years. I'm like, okay, I like that. But then when you got Rotimi coming up as his son, I'm like, all right now, okay.
They just threw names at the screen. Like Rock throw action at it. That's what he did. That's what you mad about. Okay.
With James Earl Jones, my favorite part, once again, how he was acting in that bed. But then for him to watch his own funeral, die. He just died at his funeral. But let me get back to that. So you have somebody who was so about his own culture. His son is on his money. In 30 years, you have just integrated yourself into America. Because I'm looking at them like they're Wakanda. They are in their own land. They don't really fuck with Americans. They don't really go nowhere. Because nobody really leaves off of that place.
Right.
So in these 30 years, they went and integrated themselves into America so much that he has in vogue Gladys Knight, Salt and Pepper, and Morgan Freeman at his fucking funeral.
You mad at the start? You mad at the stop?
I'm looking at all the ignorance that's going on. So it's like, okay, if you want me to pay attention to the story and the characters, you're doing a bad job because you contradicting yourself from these characters that you had them in the beginning to what's going on in number 2. If you want me to look at just what's going on in my eyes, it's like, why is Morgan Freeman at your funeral doing that? I sort of like the contrast. James Earl Jones is the voice, and he's finna die, so you get the next black motherfucker that's been around for a long time, Morgan Freeman. Haha, I got it.
And you look, you be like, Morgan Freeman. It's like that.
And I will say, I understand that this movie, I feel like it was more of an appreciation of black people, blackness, and black excellence overall, or more so than anything. And for that aspect, I got it, I appreciate it, I like it, I smile, and we'll steal something from old Simon Miller. You get it up with that. They got it up for me from with that, the nostalgia and shit like that.
Right.
But in terms as a movie and all that, and then it was just so contradictory because you can clearly see that it's also a movie about uplifting black women. It came out in National Black Women's Month. It came out right before National Black Women's Day. But you never talk about his mother until she gets mentioned at the end. We don't know if she's dead or she's still there. We don't know anything about her. You clearly...
Well, I think she's dead for real. But, so that's why I was looking at it when I'm like, because you was...
But
so,
she gets no mention.
No, that's what I'm saying. Movies like that where I'm like, all right, then I literally just said, then y'all not going to mention the mother? What happened to the mother? And then he actually like, the fact, oh, there it is. It was like, a moment like that for me, like, oh, okay, they got their little segue, they got their little...
But it's the contradictory I'm saying of, this is, underneath it all, it was a movie about how, even looking into the world now, we need to switch and change and stop being more progressive of what we do with our women and the laws and things like that. So Zumanda is still behind in terms of what they're doing progressively with women. But then, that's the message you're trying to bring about, but this is what you give us. Like, why not just make the movie where instead of you going back to get your son, who you found off a sketch from Baba in 10 minutes in what wasn't even New York, because there's no palm trees in New York, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fact that...
There was palm trees?
There's no palm trees. Go back and look. Palm trees.
Oh,
palm trees in front of the fucking, the garden. That's what it was. But...
Oh, man.
Why not make
this... look at it like that.
Why not have... To me, the storyline could have been him going back to America 30 years later, and instead of the little 5-minute scene we got where the scooters came by and everything like that, him really coming back to America and seeing the difference. Or his daughter having to go to America to find her husband or heir or something like that. Or just having them in the city of Queens for at least 2 days, which would equivalent to maybe 30 minutes of movie time. Just them in America, you know what I'm saying? Instead of we in Rick Ross' career and we gonna film everything in Zumanda. It's like, I just feel like
I thought that they would do more of being in New York, kind of like going through what New York is now compared to what it was when they was leaving.
Right.
It kind of like revisiting things like that. I was looking for
how he was making sure the whole movie people was praising him for being a prince, and old girl never knew why. Well, why are they acting like this? Who are you? But now we in 2020, 21, where we got social media. So now how do you move around where people know who you really are, because now we got social media. Now it's just in the palm of our hand. So you can't just cover up a picture in a museum. Like, it's different aspects. Maybe it's me nitpicking, but there's different aspects I felt like to make this a good movie, it could have went about, and it just missed the mark to me on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that Puma was clearly the sponsor, like, oh, they with the lion. Oh, girl just walked up, I'm looking, I'm like, is she wearing a Puma outfit? And then dude get a pointless close-up of him, you can clearly see the Puma tag hanging. I'm like, alright, man. Okay, alright.
Yeah, see, I wasn't looking at it like, so this is the first time where normally I'm the one that's tearing up a black fucking movie. I'm just dissecting it. I ain't look at it that way, because I wanted it to win. So maybe I looked at it in a different way. I wanted it to win.
It's gonna win. It's gonna win regardless, because of everybody that's in it. Like I said, this is just me being of my opinion of how I feel like it could have been
wrong.
better.
I got you.
But for what it was, I will say it was a good movie, and it had its parts in there, and it had its funny parts, It had its parts that make you be like, oh, I do like the relationship that was building organically between his son and the hairdresser. But then you fuck it up by going to have this wedding in this weak ass Chinese church, all because you want to get the Reverend back in there for an old cameo from the first part. It's like you sort of every step of the way where they could have went a good way, I feel like they went left, and it just fucked it up a little bit to me. It's like that's how I feel with it, and it's just yeah. And Eddie Murphy did look terrible. Arsenio Hall looked terrible.
Arsenio Hall looked really bad. That's what I think.
The wife looked terrible. We can just end it on this. Leslie Jones, she's funny-ish. Tracy Morgan's not funny to me, man. I'm sorry. Is Tracy Morgan funny to you?
The funniest thing Tracy Morgan has ever done to be funny with me was in Ha when he was on that infomercial. And he was in the middle of that cornfield, and he was like, they want me to go on top. He was like, they got me selling these peanuts. I don't know if they expect me to sell no peanuts out this bitch. And the way he said it, that's the funniest thing he's ever done or said ever to me. Tracy Morgan is not funny at all.
Did you enjoy him in this movie?
I think they could have done without him. Once the son, I think they could have casted a better son.
I would have loved to see, and I don't, it's hard to say because you want to see different people get different opportunities, but I would have, if you're going to put Tiana Taylor, Rotimi, all these people in there, I would have liked to see a DC Young Fly in that role. Or I'd have liked to see, who is the other dude from the 85 South show that they do with, is it Cornelius or
You talking about,
the other dude that's funny with him? It started with a K. What was funny?
I know you talking about, fuck is his name?
I can't remember. Him. Have him in there. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody that...
It would have to be DC. But I don't know if DC can see. I think the little serious parts. I think that's what would keep DC out of it.
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
And I always felt some type of way when I was here growing up, how Martin and Will, they didn't want them to be they always cast them in action movies because they can't portray like drama and seriousness. But I'm like, me looking back, I'm like, what do y'all mean? Did y'all not see the episode of Martin when Gina left him? That motherfucker was distraught. Like if you watch those couple of episodes where he got her back and how he was acting in it, like, this is acting. This is an acting Tour de France. Like, he sure used emotion. Let's not talk about Will.
Oh yeah,
you
Will.
can tell me nobody in the world can watch that scene with him and Uncle Phil and not cry. He's a heartless bastard if you can do something like that. So these people show that they got range and they can act like this. It's like, just give them a chance. That's how I look at it. And I think it would have been better had they put somebody else more known instead of giving somebody who was, I don't know if you knew, he was in Celebrity Drag Race with RuPaul.
I don't know who the fuck he was.
Yeah, he was on there. I don't know.
He was lame as fuck.
Yeah.
I tell you that.
But I do like the relationship with him. But Tracy Morgan, we left off with him. He's not. He wasn't funny to me.
He always come off as try too hard.
Yeah. His best movie, Tracy Morgan's best movie was Cop Out with him and Bruce Willis. Now I watched that all day long. That was his best movie to me. Cop Out and of course Bruh Man. Other than that, you can keep Tracy Morgan.
He had a movie called Bruh Man?
No, him as Bruh Man and Martin.
Okay, right. I was gonna say, damn, it was a movie.
That's his best one. I'm glad he got his money from that accident of Walmart, but I'm not one of those people who
What happened at Walmart?
Maybe he got in that car accident, he got all that money, and his friend died from that Walmart truck hit him. It was like a long time ago.
Hell no, I ain't know. Wow. That's why he kind of twisted up like that.
That's why he kind of like he bigger and everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause
yeah. No.
But yeah,
Tracy Morgan ain't funny. He's never been funny to me. And
I talked to my mom, and she said she never liked Eddie Murphy either. She never really saw the big hoopla. I thought Nico didn't answer. Nico's a big Coming to America guy. I asked him what about it. He didn't hit me back when I asked him what he thought about Coming to America too. It's like
is he an Eddie Murphy guy?
He's one of those black historian ass niggas that be like, no man, this is classic. Yo, watch this.
Nutty Professor is terrible.
Yeah. So I
was looking at like it's just Eddie Murphy is funny by like it'll be like certain shit he say in moments. Like all his like the movies, like it was like have you ever like Beverly Hills Cop?
Never seen nothing.
I've never seen one.
Nutty Professor, Dr. Dolittle, Life, Meet Dave, Norbit is the only Eddie Murphy movies that I ever watched. Only thing I've ever seen with Eddie Murphy in it is
Harlem Nights. You gotta watch Harlem
I've
Nights.
seen about the first 15 minutes of it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Alright.
Coming to America 2, done. Go see it. It was decent.
You give it that
I
down?
give him a
Simon?
thumbs down. Thumbs down, man.
So Coming to America gets a up.
They both are just solid, decent movies. They not that good. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So looking back on it, how and that's the thing. And my mom said that too. She said she talked to her brother how looking back on certain things that they used to love. She was like, "Why do we even like this movie? Why was it even good?" And if you look back on a lot of things, you'll say that. But it's some movies you can look back and say that, and some you can't. Some people will say you look back on this trash like, I don't give a fuck how old we get. We can never look back and say Bad Boys was a bad movie. Even Bad Boys 2, I don't think you can say it's a bad movie. But some of the
Bad
shit,
Boys 2 is the best one.
I agree. But some of the shit we look back and be like, that shit was kind of weak, man. That shit was kind of trash. Like
House
The
Party,
Incredibles.
you don't say that about House
Can't
Party.
say it about House Party. The Incredibles. When The Incredibles 2 came out and everybody watched the first one, there was a little rumor going around the world. Everybody was like, the first Incredible was kind of trash. Like, it kind of wasn't that good. Like, that's how I felt about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the fuck. It is something I look at now and I be looking at a lot of shit and I'm like, I've been liking this for a while. This really, I literally just watched something that was fucking. You know what I like? And I just bought the pack, Resident Evil. But I was just watching it literally last night.
First one was decent.
3 is one of my favorite ones, but it is absolutely terrible action, terrible acting. It's with Ashanti and the birds. I was like, this shit is terrible.
It's bad.
That's one of those movies right there where I like it, but it's fucking horrible.
First two was good. I like the first two.
Then it just started going downhill. But 3 was really bad. They started throwing names at it. So that's that movie for me. I still to watch it.
Well, tell me what you think what's been going on with our boy Franklin, man. What's been going on? What do you think about the moves Franklin's been making? We haven't given our review for a few weeks, man. What do you think about the last 2 episodes?
I think Franklin was cold, how he did them librarians.
You think that was a bad decision, or you think he was wrong?
No, just that was like, yeah, cutthroat, how he did that one.
How though? You think that's gonna have a bad effect on him in the community or a good one? Because they just gonna.
No, it won't. I just like the move, the coldness for you to walk in there and sell it one way and then just shut it off the way he did. It was gangster. That's what I would say. It was just like I was like, damn, okay. The moves, I'm trying to think of like, cause so we ain't talking about so we just gonna fuse both shows.
Yes.
Okay.
Give your review of what's been going on in the past 2 episodes. Cause with that move, I equate that move that Franklin did with like Jay-Z selling Tidal and Swiss Beats and Timbaland selling the Versus shit. It's like we got this. So no matter what, you're gonna lose this. Not saying it's the same shit with the Jay-Z shit,
right.
But Jay-Z and them had this, they built it up, and they sold it to quote unquote the white man, but they sold it for more power in the organization. So we got rid of one thing, but we gained more power over here. So it's a longer play in it. So with Franklin, it's like, I don't even think you can say it's a cold-hearted move because I gave y'all something. Y'all was finna get nothing. They was gonna push y'all out of here with nothing. No money, no land, no store, no nothing.
Yeah.
I gave y'all money and I gave y'all a much bigger, nicer place in another area.
Mm-hmm.
What more could you want just because you want to hold on to the sentimental? And that's what's wrong with black people sometimes is we hold on to some sentimental shit. I tell you, you give me your fucking favorite Cubs hat when they won a championship. You $100,000 for that shit. You're like, no man, sentimental shit, man. What you mean? Dude finna come take it from you because he like the Cubs and ain't no more hats for him. So you give me $100,000 for it, you gonna fight him for it? Fuck you, man. I'm gonna fight him for it. Okay, dumbass. Alright, okay. Like, so that's how I look at that Franklin move. I look at it like, in the long run, he's gonna help out, and he's probably gonna do something better for the community.
No, I believe so. I'm just saying like the way he did it, where it was just like, I'm gonna come in here and sell it one way, and it just gangster how he just was like, he didn't even acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, the hurt. You know what I'm saying? He let him know like, look, like you said, I did XYZ for you.
Because what dude told him, what the man dude told him, they was talking. He was like, what did he tell him? I forgot what he said, quoted verbatim, but he's basically like, sometimes you have to be that cutthroat in this business. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take it there. How you feel about the cop putting hands on Franklin's mother and bashing her head into the?
Yeah, that was fucked. I didn't like it. All he did was lose his job. I was hoping that it would turn out worse for him. You know, I didn't know what to think when he started doing that shit. Then when he took us back to the grave, now he want to care back about his partner. Now you want us, nigga, when the money was in, that's what I'm saying. White motherfuckers, man. When the money coming in, you don't give a fuck.
You think that's the end of it, or you think he's gonna come back?
Nah, he gonna come back. Just like I hate this reporter.
Oh,
I want to die brutally, like for putting it, like you just doing too much. Like it can't be this serious. I hate the reporter. The bombshell at the end, Leon.
For the we were still in the first episode.
Oh, still in the first
episode. So with the what were we talking about? With the cop.
Yeah, you saying?
Do you think he should? Do you think he should have killed the cop, or you think they did the right thing by using the higher up thing, the political, the mayor, and getting his ass up out of there?
I think he should kill. I think he should kill the cop because it's a loose end. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know what? It's gonna resurface, especially after him doing that. You cause him to lose his job and all that shit. I don't know why the fuck they keep bothering me. My bad. What was that? I don't think it stops here with the fucking cop, man. Let me turn my shit off. With the cop, so I think eventually he should.
Could just turn the fucking thing off, yeah.
No, I just turned it all the way off. I told him I'm doing a podcast. I don't know why the fuck people just disrespectful. But nah, he should take his ass out because he's gonna eventually be a problem. Just like that. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, how many more seasons could this go? Because there's a lot of open-ended things that you want. I don't want it to tie too quick. So this is what I'm thinking. Like, you got to keep the cop alive. I want to know how long this story is gonna drag out with the reporter. I think the reporter is what's gonna play a really major role at some point going forward. Because now he's trying to get out. It seems like he's trying to get out the game now. You know what I'm saying? Kind of remind you of Ghost. I'm all over the place. I'm high as fuck.
You are.
I'm high as fuck. I'm trying to stay focused.
I'll say, I do think in the last episode we just watched with him, I don't necessarily think it's that he's trying to get out the game. I think he's trying to have an exit plan and an exit strategy.
Okay.
So by him just sticking around in LA, I don't think that's of course it's not smart because they kind of closing in. So it's like, if you still want to continue this, then what does every drug dealer do? When shit get hot in one town, you just move it to the next town and you start expanding out into other places. So by them trying to go to Little Rock and do it down there, it's like, alright, I can see that. I was talking to my brother and I was like, I really, since this is based off the Freeway Ricky Ross shit, it's like, I don't really want them to do it like verbatim for his story or whatever. Like, do like how Marvel do, where we like, I
didn't know it was based off that.
Yeah, it's like, we got what the story is, like they did with WandaVision. Like, we know what we gonna base it off of. We gonna do different shit, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna give y'all verbatim what they gonna do. We gonna tweak it in different places, you know what I'm saying? Add in different little origin stories and pull from every different one and just create something new, you know what I'm saying? Use all these different things to create something new. So I'm looking at it like, man, shit, have them, because you know Bloods and Crips is big down there in Little Rock. So have this to be how, quote unquote, that shit started out there in Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? These Franklin take that shit and they go down there and boom, they be Bloods down there, or Crips down there, or whatever. And they start that shit up like that, like take it somewhere, expand it like that. What I do think what's gonna happen is, well, I ask you this question first. Do you think how you feel about what happened with Leon?
Which part? The end?
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Leon not accepting Franklin's help and going on his own? And then what ultimately happened at the end?
I told you at some point I think they both gonna make big mistakes where they gonna feel like they need each other. you see like his Franklin, his bodyguard, pretty much quit on him. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna get back towards that. Now with Leon, when it happened, I knew I noticed somebody else in the back. I still didn't notice that was the fucking daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would have killed the fucking girl too. Shit. Cause now you can't loose ends, man. It's just gonna get ugly.
That's crazy. My brother said the same shit. I'm like, y'all.
Loose ends.
I'm like, y'all would do that? Y'all, that's crazy.
I just popped this nigga. This nigga crazy. He already trying to kill me. I just killed his fucking daughter. It's relentless now.
So you gonna kill his girl?
I'm gonna kill her ass. So at least it's gonna the streets gonna have to get back to you. Like, yeah, that was Leon them. You got a motherfucker. You gonna let a motherfucker like he not gonna show him no
But
sympathy.
you already know that was him because y'all into it. So you know it was one of y'all.
Man, you don't know for a fact that I did it.
But it's coming down on you
Nah,
regardless.
it's different now. It's different. I'm putting everybody on you. You just pop my dog, just braid that fucking hair. That's my heart. It's about to get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Franklin, everybody. All right, now we gotta go to Arkansas. Shit. This nigga, he owned it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would have definitely popped the ass.
You would have killed the. Wow. I don't know how to do
You done already took it, like, damn, you done popped the kid. I gotta finish the job. Now you gotta deal with that
I
shit.
thought he was gonna do it. I was like,
Shoulda did.
nah, he hit that roof. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy that y'all think that, man.
Cause now, like, what happens now? She go back. She could tell on him. She could be a witness. She could do whatever. She could get him locked up if she didn't want to
That's
speak
not
into
how
the streets.
that,
I
that's
know,
not how that shit go.
right? But she gonna go. She could directly like, hey, I'm there. She gonna put pressure on his ass. We already put enough pressure on himself. It's just magnified. Now, he can't leave no loose ends, man. Pop her ass too. Take it too far. You already went there.
So what would you do if you're Franklin? What do you do next? We already know the next episode is gonna be about is Franklin gonna save Leon essentially? So what do you think is gonna happen?
I think it ain't. I think at this point it ain't just even about Leon. He connected to Franklin, so like it's just like Rondo. Like I can't get him. I'm gonna get you. All you niggas is getting it. So if I'm putting all my resources into getting this nigga out.
Getting Scully out.
He gotta go now.
That's what it seemed like. Man, boy was letting them know, like, hey man, like you got war on your hands. Like you gotta do something, either one way or the other. And what I think is gonna happen is, I think Franklin and them gonna take out Scully. And I think in order to keep Leon alive and safe from the streets, because it seems like, and I take the sense from growing up in the 90s, I felt like there was a sense of women and kids were sort of kind of off limits. I do know that there were some women targeted, some kids were targeted, etc. I'm not saying we was protected in the 80s and 90s, but I feel like most men really had a code where it was like, hey, leave women and kids, that's off limits. You know what I'm saying? If you go that route, you already know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it contained to the people who we got something to do with. If you can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it was. So that's why I feel like he didn't pull the trigger. And that's why I feel like he didn't kill old girl before. I fucking forgot my fucking point I was making in the middle of talking.
Yeah.
But
Talk about I can see it that way.
I would say that's why I think he's gonna send Leon out, because I feel like the whole city is after Leon. Not just, I think like the Crips or even fuck him up. It's like, man, you killed the girl, you killed the little girl. Like, kill somebody that's off limits. So I think to get him out of that heat, they're gonna take care of Scully and then send him down and have him be the man, the connect in Arkansas. And start that shit out there in Arkansas. And then maybe later on down the line, he'll probably come back or something like that. Or if they want to do a spinoff like everybody love doing, just do a little spinoff down there. Or maybe season 3 will take place. But I do think that's what's gonna happen. Leon gonna end up doing it.
Well, maybe he get more gangster points for doing that shit. It could be reversed. You know what I'm saying? But I can see your theory for sure. But like,
in any way do you see Franklin? Because this is a pivotal point. So Franklin can either bitch up and just hand Leon over, what it seems like his auntie and probably his uncle want to do, or he can arm up and protect his homie and show the streets that, hey man, we not to be fucked with, and just shut the whole stuff.
Giving up my homie wouldn't be an option because I don't give a fuck. He already at my neck prior to this incident for trying to set him up. So getting my homie up does what? I get my homie whacked, and this nigga still gonna come after me. I can't trust him now. it's a wrap. He gotta go. It's me or you. It was already that. Now it's just been, it's intensified. You know what I'm saying? Everybody after you. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even know if the law involved, just because it is a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know all that shit, he got all that heat on him already. So ain't no way I would give him up. But when I'm talking about that shit with Leon and Franklin, I ain't giving him up to Scully. Scully just gotta go. Ain't no more negotiating with him. It ain't even nobody. There's nobody you can even get close to him to try to even negotiate that as an option, bro. Like, you just killed my daughter, and I'm him. Everybody, I'm coming to get you tonight. You can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. And all these niggas up under, all these bloods up under me, we everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's over with, bro. You gotta go.
Do you think these last 2 episodes were boring?
No. I didn't think they were boring at all. I fell asleep on the last one, I tell you that though. But that was the day catching up to me. But then I went back and rewatched it. I don't think they've been boring. Like, have you been getting that feedback that they boring?
Yeah, some people have been saying that.
What they want though? I think maybe they want action. Maybe they. But
yeah, a little more action. They saying like it's a lot of stories. They did say that Snowfall has never been a heavy action series or nothing like that. So it's always been like.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the Ozark type, where like when
drama, it's just like
action goes
story. You invested in the story. You want to know what's next. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what people want.
But I said in the first time we talked about Snowfall that I didn't want it to fall to that effect of it's become this so big of hype of a show what people are looking for their entertainment on a Wednesday night, and once you look for something to entertain you, you want to entertain you the way that you want to entertain you, not the way that you grew to love it. So with basketball, I grew to love basketball just loving basketball. So if I love it, I can love it in all of its changes and everything that it goes through. I'm not just gonna walk away because motherfuckers is not getting posterized and put on their backsides every other game. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of trash talk. I still love the game. So it's like liking this show for what it was built off of. Just because it's a phenomenon of a show, I still like the show. You know what I'm saying? I still want it to be to its core of what it was. Don't overly action me unless there's a reason and a cause for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the cause for it. And it has been action. Like the first one, it was action. The second one, it was a shootout. The next one was the little action with the mama. You know what I'm saying? That intense conversation type action. So it's been action. Yeah. In these last couple of episodes, yeah.
I think once.
It's only 10 episodes. I think that's fucked up. But hey.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to go into other seasons. Why it got to lead other shit. It's just a bunch of motherfuckers who never satisfied. Mm-hmm. Who started to complain about this. It's not like how we show like Walking Dead, how the transition happened and you could see it kind of tailing off. It's not tailing off here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I think people.
Building on something.
Yes, people have probably gotten on to it late. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They binge watched it. And, oh, this is good. You know what I'm saying? They find something to cling on to, and they set an expectation. They put a power expectation. I think they take the 2 shows and try to mash them up. So they want to give you, like, power, some of that unrealistic shootout action and shit. You be like, and then you just walk away, what happened? No, you know what I'm saying? They want to give you that, and they want to mix that with Snowfall. You know what I'm saying? I think Snowfall has always been, like, story for me. So it's not boring, because you always trying to wonder, like, what's next? Yeah. What's going on? They fucking killed dude, brother, this season. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. You want to know what happened to some of the older characters, but nah, this shit not boring at all to me. Nah, I don't, not for me.
I'm intrigued for the, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I think it's going to be probably one of their better episodes, and it's going to, since it's only 10 episodes, it's episode 5, so this is like the halfway mark. So I think this is gonna set up like shit for the next season, and I don't know, just blue coal L on my hand.
Oh shit!
I think it's gonna set up things for the next episode. So I think it's good, man. It's gonna fall good. I'm not even gonna talk about All American because I haven't watched it. So I know you got it. I haven't watched the.
And it's the finale, I think it was.
The season for with the cogs and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
And then when you knew...
I
knew that.
I think it's a hard decision. What would you do? Would you switch seats? I think I've been in that situation a few times. I'm like,
No, I'm not.
man.
But dumbass Spencer will, because all he do is tell people he love them and get rejected and look in the fucking camera like an idiot. So
I'm gonna save you.
sitting up there with tears in his eyes while she's talking to him and shit. Talk about, oh, you girl, you get up. They gonna pull over and try to kiss. I'm like, man, get your lame ass out of here. I was like, I know he gonna find out. Some type of way, somebody has to find out that she's drinking. Ironically, she took a shot, and now she's driving. Take your eye off the road. Boom, will crash. Here we go.
Oh, just that. So she wasn't fucked up. She didn't look fucked up.
No. Before she went, we want to take that little shot. So she's not going to pass sobriety test and all that shit.
That
You
normal
knew it was coming because it was building to that.
Normal CW shit, man.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to it.
CW, man, this shit is a soap opera. Like, I watch All American.
I seen that. Nico said, he was like, I can't watch All American no more because it turned into a damn soap.
It's a fucking soap opera. I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, we just talked about how Coop never had school.
Mm-hmm.
So they had like homecoming king and queen. Why is she a nominee? She was like, then she gonna give a speech talking about, yeah, I know where I wanna be. Like, I'm quitting school to go rap. Like, this shit is a soap opera, bro. I'm like, nigga not even playing football no more. Every scene with Asher, it feel like a soap opera. Like, he like looking at the camera with glossed eyes and shit. I'm like,
talking to that other dude about trying to join. He was like, yeah.
Nah, man, I can't do this shit, man.
I see
I'm
they
like,
brought the teacher back, the principal back for whatever.
yeah, he finally came back
Yeah.
with his vendetta. I don't understand why fucking Tay Diggs does his dumbass laugh grin. You be like, you being serious? What did you just do that for? That's your thing, huh? You just carry it over.
That's what he known for, rolling.
That's his fucking thing. Spencer just got this under control. His arm is under control.
Right, so he got good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I will say, I feel like a lot
it's
of these,
corny as fuck.
I feel like a lot of these shows we love them because of they're able to be binge watched.
Yeah.
So because we can binge watch them, we don't gotta wait the week or the commercial break or nothing like that. We can just watch that shit on through, and that's not a real true fan or nothing, because it's like you ain't gotta wait that punishment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if you rewatch Power right now with no commercial, that shit you like, oh man, that's one of the greatest shows ever made. If you rewatch it, so in 15 years, TJ gonna be watching Power like, did y'all used to watch this show called Power? That shit was good as fuck, man.
Scarface and shit.
Right. I watched my first seen Scarface under the hype of everybody else. I was like, shit good as fuck. Watched that shit like 10 years. I'm like, this is boring.
It's boring as fuck. If motherfuckers just sit there and keep watching it, like
Godfather. I'm like, this old boring ass fucking movie, man. Hated that shit. But that's how I look at
All
shit that
American
you
is so proper.
movies that you can binge. I feel like binge watching really changes how you feel about things. A show that I know you're not gonna watch, but homies, you guys should watch. Ginny and Georgia, man. Have you ever heard of it?
I've never heard of that at all.
It's on Netflix. It just came out.
What it's about?
It's about this woman who has a daughter. She basically has a daughter when she was like 16. So now in 16 years, when her daughter is 15 going on 16, they move to a new town, and it's just chronicling their life. Of course, she's had a hard life, and it's like her past is coming back to haunt her as her and her daughter are trying to settle into this new town. That's a good ass synopsis I just gave to right there, man.
That's probably boring.
Damn. Thank you. That was good.
That shit probably boring as fuck.
No, it's good. It's good. It's two
So
white
it's drama.
It's two white. Yeah, it's two white girls. She got like a southern accent. It's drama, but it's good. It's like It's like a family show, but it's not a family show. So you can watch with your kids, but not really. It's like American Pie. If American Pie had a sitcom based around girls, so it's like that. I'll give it like that. It's good though. I enjoyed it. Ginny and George.
It's a season.
10 episodes.
And you watched the whole thing.
10 episodes. Yeah, I watched it all. Had a lot of time on my hands. I started watching. I honestly watched all of them. We was in Miami here one night.
But you won't watch Mandalorian.
No, I ain't watching that shit. Fuck, I'm not a Star Wars guy at all.
Me either, but you want to watch Ginny and Jane?
Ginny and Georgia, man.
Jenny and George.
Jenny and George is.
I probably will take a. That'll be an easy pass.
And yes, Day is something I'm gonna watch. I don't have kids, but the movie is about parents who say yes to their kids for 24 hours. So I come here to ask you, Daeo, if you told your kids, I'll say yes to you for whatever you say for 24 hours. Give me real quick, what do you think? Just break it off with each day, with each one of them. Start with the oldest. What do you think Kenya would want to do all day? If you had to say yes to her, what do you think the day would be like with her?
I would be doing shopping. It'd be shopping. They'll force me. She'll probably force me to dance with her.
Okay.
That's probably it. I'll be spending a lot of money
Shopping and dancing.
and dancing. She'll make me do some out of character shit.
Kimaje. What about him? Yes, they with him.
He is probably going to want to race. He gonna want to race. He gonna want to fucking
A lot of gaming.
play the game. Teach him how to play baseball on the game. Force me to play fucking Apex. Some weird shit. Weird games that I would never play. We would be playing a lot of video games. We would race.
Drive your truck.
He's afraid, but he probably would ask me. He's afraid of it, but that would probably be an option. That would probably be in there too. But we probably spend so much time playing the game that we probably get into that, and he had me playing that shit all night.
What about Lily?
Lily is gonna take me right to the fucking store, and we can go to Walmart, and we're gonna go right into the fucking section where the video games are. She's gonna make me buy all these. She's gonna make me buy Minecraft, some more shit. She's gonna run up my debit card with Robux. She's gonna sit there and Robux. She'll empty my fucking card with Robux. Minecraft, game systems, and LOL dollars. That's what Legally would do.
And Tamara.
Tamara would have me play the iPad with her, Gotcha Life. She would make me watch her play Gotcha Life. She would make me take her to the water park, the indoor water park again, and she would make me buy every goddamn LOL and Paw Patrol figurine that is on the shelf, and gum, and juice, and some of my ice cream. That's what we come. And Talia too. Talia too. And
So you don't think any of them would make you like go camping or no shit, like go crazy extravagant shit? Like build a fort outside or climb a tree or nothing?
Kibaje try to make me go fishing. You know what I'm saying? But I would do that. It'll be something like, I know he wants to go, he likes to fish and stuff like that. That's it. I don't think they'll do nothing like crazy.
Oh no. So if you had, bring it to the adult life, what do you think Fallon would do for you? Yes.
Make me, what she would make Ryan to say yes?
If you had to say yes, and then if you had make her say yes all day, what would you do?
If I had to say yes, she definitely would make me dance. She definitely would make me
dance, man. You be dancing a lot.
They want me to, because that's all they want to do is dance. I refuse to.
They catch you fucking strutting when you in the bathroom by yourself?
I don't cut a rug. They would like for me to cut a rug.
Oh, okay.
We probably would go to a strip club. I'm trying to see yes. What the fuck? That's difficult, man. We would go shopping. We would go home shopping. It's a lot of spending the money with my family. So I guarantee you, it would be so many upgrades. It would be at least 5 upgrades within that one day if I had to say yes to everything that Marie threw out for me.
So what about you? What would you, if you wanted a yes? If you wanted to say yes all day, what would you ask?
Well, we're gonna keep it PG. But we know if I could stay rated R, I could just take that all day And that would be it. I'll be satisfied.
That's sick.
But I didn't say anything.
Sick. Fuck.
You're just assuming. You're just assuming things. See, that's tough. I don't know what I would say.
Oh, come on!
I don't know, man. I probably would, no, man, ain't got nothing. That's fucked up. That I don't know what I would want the woman to say yes to because I've been so programmed to just not even know, like, to have an expectation or to say, like, I don't know. What if you was about? What would you do? What would you ask a woman to do in reverse? Let me see if I can give me an example, maybe. If you were if you had a significant other,
I don't know. I'd probably make us do things like play 2K. Definitely like just do different shit because I feel like without us asking, like a lot of times men don't want to ask, but I'm pretty sure on a regular Monday or Sunday or Tuesday, if you just ask your girl for a 6-hour home blowjob, if you clear out a day where she ain't got nothing to do and the kids are taken care of, I'm pretty sure she'll accommodate you. Like, we just don't want to ask. So that's how I feel like with that. So I feel like a woman will look at a man as a fucking idiot. If she gave him a pass for anything, he just asked for sex. Like, I think she'd be like, look at this idiot. Fucking dumbass. Like, this is what you want. I'm your woman.
that's where we are.
Ask that regardless. Ask sex for him. Ask for it. Ask for things. See how far you go just ask.
Yeah, you see how far you go. Your ass to get embarrassment. It's that shit when you be like, you smack your lips and walk out the fucking room. You ain't even stay in the room. You just think you gonna just ask some shit like that. You crazy? That's what I'm saying, man. We already do this shit like that, play the game and shit like that.
Man would definitely be play the game. I don't know, catch a flight or something like that. Like just do some. It would be some spontaneous shit. Some shit. It'd have to be dependent on the woman. Something that me and that woman has never done, or something that I'm always asking. Like, hey, would you ever do this? Like,
I would ask for a threesome for sure.
Go streaking or something like that.
No, fuck streaking. I just ask for a threesome. Can't say no. Yes.
But once again, I would look at this as like,
So?
if it's just once a year.
What the fuck else you
do
want?
something. Be like, all right, my yesterday coming up, so you know.
What? Hey, what?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want it to be walk around in clear heels all day. Come on, man. We gotta, as men, we gotta progress.
First off, that's a fetish. Nobody wants.
You want me to wear clear heels, dude?
Hell no, walk around the house in some fucking clear heels. For what?
You never seen that before? Walk around in heels all day. And your favorite, tell your woman to put your favorite thong on her favorite undergarments and walk around in clear heels.
Fucking clear.
What's wrong with that? Why don't you fucking live a little, man? That's what you need to do.
First off,
grow up and live a little.
First off, she walking. You are fucking stupid. You gotta look to be walking your ass around the house. It's a fucking heel. Uncomfortable as fuck. See, I'm imagining them trying to be sexy and seductive at the same time. So, for you to request that, it's only probably like the first 10, 20 minutes. Because after a while, when she's constantly walking her stupid ass.
What is going on? What are you thinking, man? It's like
The head is bobbing. You study watching her walk her stupid ass through the house.
you like the way she looks. You like the way her butt looks every time one foot hit, the other foot hit. What do you mean? This is your problem. You need to have a little fucking fun in your relationship and in your life, man. When you send them kids out, you need to have like Marty. So you know watching Marty always say Gina with them red pumps. And she say, I got the pumps on, you go crazy. Like, it's nothing like that. Like,
Oh, it's probably some underwear. Like certain underwear or something.
that's what I'm saying, though. Like, what's wrong with you saying,
Not no
hey,
heels.
you sitting downstairs and say, all day, man. When they
She
go,
knew the heels.
however you like
That's how I picture. That's what's funny.
I don't like being nude. That's why I say in your favorite panties. There may be some cheekies. There may be some thongs. There may be something that you like. Like
She
yeah.
have on some socks.
Put that
I
on.
like high socks. Like women with high socks.
So you want her to walk around in a thong with high socks on and a heel.
Cheek panties with the ass cheeks out. Maybe a little tank top and some nice high socks.
Flat nothing on the foot.
Not just some nice socks, high.
Okay.
Those are the good colorful socks they be wearing.
That's weird, man. Why don't you want your woman to be sexy?
That's sexy to me.
Oh, okay.
That's sexy to me. I'm like makeup and pumps and heels.
So you like
and
the
shit.
Drake hair down, chilling with no makeup on look.
Yeah, that's attractive. That's sexy to me. Like I don't like I've never been a fan of like the makeup and the fucking I never like pumps, but I do like those fancy looking fucking heels. They got that they like tie all the way up the leg and shit like that. I like those type of things. Now you can walk around like so. If you saying heels and stuff like that, it was just funny because I was thinking about like you know those slut heels. They be clear
heels,
and they slide their feet in.
Stripper heels, yeah.
Nah, see you stink. But if you got on a heel that's really nice and well put together,
But it's your woman, like role player. Like what's wrong with
she
that?
not wearing that. First off,
For you.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. That's not what I want to see her in. I want to see her walk around like this.
But when you go to the strip club, you want to see that woman walk around in that, and that arouses you. So what's wrong with your
That
woman?
doesn't. Not her walking that stupid ass around them heels. They not wearing them slide in, stinking white woman ass pumps you think about. They wearing some sexy seductive type shit.
At the strip club?
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever, man.
They're not wearing fucking red pumps and sliding their ass through that with they fucking feet
I don't know what's
going inner feet going in and shit.
I don't know what slide-in heels you were talking about or whatever, but
I'm gonna show you the heels.
There's clear heels that woman.
But do they got straps?
I don't know, man.
You gotta have a strap. They feet can't just slide into it. If your feet go in like this and it's
Well, how do
dumping
you
on the
feel
back,
about Drake sliding in that 3-piece,
I think
no mild sauce, all lemon pepper? How do you feel about that, man? Cause I don't know.
lemon pepper wings. That's the name of the song.
It's called Lemon Pepper, featuring Rick Ross. He dropped What's Next.
Murdered that shit.
Once in Sins and Once in Something will feature Lil Baby. What do
The
you think
song
about,
with him and Lil
what do you
Baby.
think about the Drake 3-pack, man?
The song with him and Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Baby may have the best verse on that song.
Okay. I've been hearing that.
Drake, but then I had to go back and listen. Lil Baby killed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went back and I had to go back and listen to Drake, and I'm like, man, Drake killed this shit too. Lil Baby flow was harder, but Drake killed that whole 3-piece. The song that everybody liked, What's New,
What's Next?
What's Next, that everybody liked. That's my least favorite one.
Really?
But then when I went back and listened to it, the okay, then he gave this rundown. I had sex, okay. I was like, this nigga cold, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake snapped on that 3-piece.
Summertime, all I did was stretch, okay?
Right. That motherfucker, hey.
New Year's Day, all I did was slept, okay? Valentine's Day, I had sex, okay?
Okay, you motherfucker. I say, this nigga cold, man. Drake is fucking cold. That 3-piece is cold.
Yeah.
So if his album is like that 3-piece,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be cold. You know what I'm saying? Lemon pepper wings,
It's-
man. I keep saying lemon pepper wings. I think about
He
Ross.
killed that. I think what's your favorite Drake? What's your favorite Drake flow? Because we talked about it with Wayne. Well, I told you my favorite Wayne was that multiple flows with Wayne and Lil Uzi Vert. Like when he doing that, that's my favorite Wayne. That Wayne, and my favorite Wayne song is the freestyle to You Don't Even Know. That's my favorite all-time Wayne shit. I think Wayne could get no better than You Don't Even Know remix.
Come on, man. He killed shit harder than that.
But to me, when I first listened to that, like just listen to some of the punchlines, the bars, and You Don't Even Know, it's fucking ridiculous. But it is a lot of shit that he did go hard at. But You Don't Even Know is one of my all-time favorites.
My favorite Drake is
That
when
and
he
Hollywood.
rap. When he rap like Tuscan Leather or like Lord Knows with him and Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite Drake. Motherfucker snap on that shit. Like that Drake, when he rapping like that, that's my favorite Drake. But I do like the fucking wacky, let me not say wacky, the harmonizing into my rap type Drake too. The like mixed one, I like that one too. But when he rapping, I love when he rap, cause he show niggas that I can rap.
Yeah, I like
and niggas that always got shit to say about him. Like
I like the lemon pepper, diplomatic immunity, the do not disturb from at the end of More Life, like that. I like that Drake, but I also like the Drake on the What's Next where he talking his shit in that condescending way. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to know what's next? Okay, this is what we're doing, man. Y'all happy? Like I like that, and I like that, like pop, like on Views, like that pop style.
I ain't like that.
Out of school, like I like that type of Drake. But my favorite, I probably have to be like the lemon pepper shit, like where he killed that shit. Like what he say? My funeral gonna have to be at Canada Center, so all you niggas can come get
shit. All you real niggas in the front row, you gonna see them, and all the rest of them fake niggas in so many words. I'm like,
y'all gonna have to fly to the Air Canada Center to get your fake crown. I'm like,
when he said I was thinking, I'm like, that's how it be. Telling you have a couple real niggas who gonna really feel it, and a bunch of fake ass motherfuckers else that's around. You know what I'm saying? He just summarizes shit. I'm like, this nigga Drake cold, man.
I like to try to parallel certain shit. I'm like, Drake is kind of to me like the LeBron James of hip hop, where it's like, what else can this man do to prove to y'all that you're not fucking with him, man? Like, it's no way. I just watched the documentary for Biggie Smalls. I Got a Story. So it's a great documentary.
Okay.
But it's like, and at that time, it's like you not fucking with Big. Like the shit that he was saying, the way that he was rapping was so different than what everybody else was doing. It's like with Drake, like I don't know any other rapper who can make these type of songs and flow like. I'm not saying these other rappers can't rap, but it's just like the way that Drake put his music together, the beats that he choose, the flows and everything he do is like can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and motherfuckers just sit back and they just try to hate on him. It's like, how are you hating on this man? It's like LeBron. Like, how can anybody ever hate on anything that LeBron has ever done in his life? He's done nothing wrong. The same with Drake. Even when he's like,
decided to build super teams, but we can talk about that one on the way out.
Yeah, but even what he said, didn't Drake say, I've never committed a crime ever in my life. Can't none of my guys ever say this.
But they can't say it right.
The same, like,
and it's the wrong way.
He poking fun at himself. Like, yeah, I wish y'all could say this. You think about it like, this motherfucker was on Degrassi. Motherfucker went there. He don't never really talk about, shoot, you hear a lot of people. You hear a lot of people about his house. Like, my house look bigger through my son's eyes.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Drake ass cold, man.
But what was I going? What was I saying? Oh, when you listen to certain people, like when they start to rap, when they start to talk about things, you're like, that's not you. You don't shoot nobody. You don't.
It's hard for me to listen to Wayne.
You don't kill nobody. You don't got the 30 on lock for the person that's coming. That's not. I understand you trying to maybe portray an act or whatever, but that ain't true. J. Cole never came out saying it was to Wale. He don't really come out saying or talking no shit like that. So it's like
just cool.
Yeah. So I just like I don't know. Drake is just not to be. He not to be fucked with.
And that's what I'm telling you. Like even when you say like the appreciation for Weezy and Weezy gets so much respect, and I can kind of see like. When you talk about you want something different from Wayne, you want Wayne to deliver some content like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To where like he can talk about his current state in a raw ass way. And if anybody was to tell, like I think Wayne is capable of doing it. But that's why I say it's hard. I don't think Wayne is, like when I'm arguing with motherfuckers about Wayne falling off, I don't think he's presenting trash. It's hard, it's a hard listen for me because I never believed him. But with the way that shit is just so in your face now, his raps are so far-fetched. You like, dude, that ain't even, when I see you, it's the furthest thing from what you are. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And I get that that's what you rap about, but I can't believe you anymore. And I told you a lot of rappers that I really And that's what I always say, BG them.
That's why I say the multiple flows, Wayne, because that's not him. That's him just rapping. At this point, Wayne just gotta get on shit and kill it. You know what I'm saying? Just show that you can out rap niggas or whatever. That's how I feel like Wayne gotta do.
Yeah, man.
But Drake killed it. Real quick, do you watch Hip Hop Undiscovered? That documentary that's coming on FX and it's on Hulu.
Who's that with the
with Big U?
No, I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch it though.
Great doc, man. Great. I've been in this documentary. I see why people how they start watching one documentary and all you want to do is just watch fucking docs. Like, it's all I've been doing. Like, I started with that, and that shit is just going back and revisiting the history, and you see how certain people they was instrumental in certain people's careers, and you see like this and that, and I
watched their whole drink channels.
And you know Daeo, that shit was good as fuck, listen to them, and like Daeo she connected with Gucci and all of them, so it's like, you got all that shit, it's like, it's just a good fucking doc. I always look at it and be like, man, Chicago's just never represented, man. That's the only thing I hate is like, we never represented. When you was looking at it, and the other doc I listened to, the Biggie, I got a story to tell. It was great, and it's like, it's crazy, he's only 24. Only 24, like, when you see all this stuff, you would think he was, how advanced his mind was and everything. I didn't know he was fucking Jamaican.
Me either.
His mom's Jamaican, so I'm just assuming he has to be somewhat Jamaican in his blood or whatever. But I didn't know that. But it's like, he was so young, and for him to be so intelligent and so smart and all that. Him too was like, that shit crazy. But watching it, you just see, it's envisioning him as a child. Not as a child, but just his evolution. From 13, 14, 19, 20, and just see it's like behind the scenes footage. Like, he was just a kid. You're fucking 23, and somebody just fucking put the whole world of a whole coast on your shoulders, and you gotta say the right thing and do the right thing. Like, that shit's crazy, but that shit was a great fucking documentary. I don't know, once again.
You say Chicago not represented, I'm like, imagine 10 years from now. It will be.
You see the video of Chief Keef footworking?
And that
surprised the fuck out of me. Chief Keef don't look like he ever moved that. I never seen him move that fast ever in my life.
Chief Keef is just he's a one of one, man. Like, just stuff like that. You like, he not even trying to do shit. He mad at his business. His homie just record him and he go viral. And I was looking at people like Tory Lanez put like the GOAT under that shit. Like, so many people look up to Sosa.
Even Pooh Shiesty when we got into Kodak. He was like, when they got there to Chief Keef. I was looking out. That's why I wanted to ask you. I was watching the Biggie doc and they was like, the West Coast for their greatest album got the Chronic. That's their GOAT album. We want to put up like every city or region put their greatest album of all time on their coast. The Chronic or Doggy Style will probably come out of the West Coast area. East Coast will probably give you Ready to Die, Reasonable Doubt, some shit around there. It's Dark as Hell is Hot, DMX first shit, for me, my personal opinion. And what was Chicago's GOAT album? Of course it would be College Dropout, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be a Kanye.
Yeah, it's college. They'd probably do College Dropout.
So you saying you could remove Kanye from the conversation?
I just remove Kanye, but what else? What else other than maybe Common's Beat? I never listened to it, but I heard it was a great album. It was like what? I always look at shit. I'm like, man, you know how I feel about the Chicago shit. Even listen to Joe Budden podcast. It's like I love Joe Budden and I like his podcast and everything that you do and shit. But it's like whenever they talk about Dirk and his music and everything, it's like quick and they go bad. Motherfuckers spent like 5 to 10 minutes about Dirk being a cold ass basketball player as a rapper and where did his jumper come from and how he was so talented he was gonna make it out of the hood rapping, robbing, or hooping. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but he just dropped Hellcats and Tomahawks and you ain't saying nothing about it. Like you don't mention it. You don't bring it up. You don't bring up how he's consistently killing shit, freestyle after feature after feature. You don't bring that up. You don't talk about that in depth. But you talk about him being a good hooper in depth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's why I feel like
misrepresented.
Right. Even with, and I feel a lot of some type of way about exposing me beat, like how that shit just it's on ESPN now, bro. Like it's being put in highlight packages for ESPN. It's like I don't know who's. I'm assuming that was me, Vaughn and Dude and Mimo beat.
It was Mimo shit. I don't know if it was somebody beat before Mimo.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that, but it came to me from Providence from Mimo now.
Right.
And then Buddy in New York got it, and now it's on ESPN, but it's not getting the credit
that
of
shit.
Vaughn and Mimo. Is getting the credit of Dude.
Dude, yeah.
And it's like
That shit viral. That shit got like 100-some million views on YouTube. Weird shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And that's my biggest problem with New York is like they just take shit,
Yeah.
and then they just take credit for everything. It's like everybody else just be sitting back, and you just gotta get that shit from the crumbs.
Take games, take the gang culture, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like that part's crazy. So that's why I just feel like watching anything that I watch. It's like man,
Like Dirk not being on no fucking award shows and stuff.
Yeah.
To this day, you just be like, dude, he on everything. You gonna have to have him on something. Like he's on Jimmy Kimmel shit like that, but
I seen
he gonna have to be on one of these award shows because all these is hits.
Yeah, it's like
And he taking over their songs. Like Benzino's daughter. That's his shit now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He killed that Go Crazy when he came in. Turkey, yo. Yeah, Dirk be killing shit, man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so what do you think? College Dropout and what else? What would be the other album that Chicago will come with to fight off every other people?
It depends on the crowd. It depends on who you trying to.
Everybody.
Chicago, you have to. You gotta space it. Because if you can't go Kanye.
No,
because
just pick them. I'm just saying.
if you because I want to say Finally Rich, but I don't want to be cliche. Because you gotta put Sosa album up there just because of what he did. But that's only gonna like a lot. Half of the Chicago population be like, you fucking crazy? You can't say hell no. They're not gonna agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
But the other half is gonna agree. Because if you can say comment, they're gonna look at you like, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, like you separate it. So that's why Kanye is the easy choice to go College Dropout. You know what I'm saying?
Would you go College Dropout, Funkified, because it's Brad from Chicago,
No,
B,
that's not in there.
and Finally Rich?
I'm not putting the Brad shit in there or Kanye.
Classic album.
I'm not putting the Brad shit in there or you go Crucial Conflict. If you gonna fucking put the Brad in there.
I'm talking about classic album. How do you fit? That wasn't a classic album. It
The
didn't sell.
Funkified one, because
It's a. I'm just going about how.
no, it's not in
It's
mine.
an iconic album. The Brat is an iconic artist.
I'm
Like,
gonna answer your question. Funkified, no, or B, no.
okay.
It
So
would
you
be-
go College Dropout.
What's the other one? When he went against 50 Cent. What album was that?
808s and Heartbreak?
Nah, not that one. I like the 808s, but it was the one before that. I want to say.
That shit was stronger on there. Look it up.
Nope,
I'm
not
not
that one. Not that one either. That one, that was probably my favorite Kanye album. And Finally Rich is definitely up there. What's yours? While
So
I
you
pull this
go-
up?
I don't know.
Graduation. Is it Graduation?
I would.
Oh yeah, got strong. Yeah, Graduation would be the best one
I would.
for me.
It'd probably have to be two Kanyes. I'll probably have to go College Dropout and 808s and Heartbreak. Those would be the two classics coming out of
Heartbreak
Chicago.
was good too.
But it's fucked up that it's just Kanye that it's coming from. Meanwhile, other places.
You gotta put Finally Rich in there. You got Love Sosa on there. Don't Like.
I mean, you
Just
can.
let
I'm
them
just,
songs
I'm just
alone.
saying, like, if you look at LA, they could do Kendrick first album, then you could pull a fucking Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted album. Now, like, you got so many to pick from to represent that culture.
If you saying it that way, is it rap or is it just
It's
an
an
album?
iconic album.
So then you gotta go R. Kelly. You gotta go with like a TP too or
That's
something.
what I'm asking. I'm saying. It's
Right,
an
yeah, that'd be-
iconic album. Like,
Nah,
it-
you'll get R. Kelly.
Yeah.
It'll be an R. Kelly album for sure.
I can go College Dropout and TP too. I can do that.
R. Kelly album is gonna go over the Kanye ones.
I'm just saying, two motherfuckers.
All right, so yeah, R. Kelly,
What do you
Kanye.
feel about Dirk new album, man? What do you feel about the OTF?
See, the OTF one, the fact that you know the guy, like, when they say do it for Vaughn, and you see a lot of them, they not really rappers. Them is homies that he always be saying, just from looking at it, like Whoop. I saw Booney on there. I'm not saying this like I know these niggas. I'm just saying it from when you say the song. I know they don't rap. So then you see their videos, he even had the other dude be with him, the twin dude, like he got a song. So when you seeing that Zoo, you know them, Booker was on here heavily. I definitely like a part, Booker song by itself. like all the songs with them mixed on them. My favorite song was with Uzi and Mimo. Yeah, but that's because Mimo. Did I ever seen you the clip where he's previewing, he's dancing and shit? I'm gonna show you that, but I have been hearing that. Dirk did what Dirk do. I can tell he's been freestyling, like on the Hellcat song. He sound like he freestyling on it. They say he stopped writing. Just hearing Von on them songs and
Killed
shit.
that shit, though.
Yeah, you just be hearing Von, you be like, this nigga Von was cold, man. You know what I'm saying? I downloaded like out of, what is it, like 19? Let me pull it up. You tell me I got the phone right here.
Little help.
So it's 23 songs on it. I probably have downloaded like half of them, like 12 of them.
Yeah, I think I downloaded like 8. Hellcats, the Dirk one was my favorite. The T Grizzly Chess, and then Game Face. Those are my 3 favorites out of that.
You don't like Apart?
Huh?
You don't like Apart when he talking about Von? Buka?
I ain't listened to all. I didn't get through all of them because
Oh, okay.
I don't really know. Like some of them got off, and some of them was like I listened to No Skip like the first, I want to say like 13 of them or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, alright, I didn't see no Dirk, I didn't see no T Grizzly, and I was like, I ain't finna give the rest of this shit a try.
No, I got you.
Because once I listened to the Do It For Vaughn song and it wasn't that good,
That's only was bad.
I really wanted it to be good.
It only was bad.
And it wasn't good, I was
With
like,
them, all his homies, they ain't really, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really rapping like that, man. They ass can't rap like
Dirk
that.
could have go for it. Somebody could have go for it before so it could be a good song. But they came back with Game Face. Like that hook and what T Grizzly was saying on Game Face, I think that's the song. That's the one. Just that shit right there is like, so the Do It For Vaughn song is good because you got Game Face. So it's like, alright, I'm good with that.
My favorite song from that entire week was Thugged Out. Melly, YNW Melly featuring Kodak. Did you hear that?
Definitely not. I heard it on
That shit.
I heard the podcast I listened to and they played it.
Yeah.
Cause this guy is like the Trick Daddy, I'm a Thug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some of it.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite song from. You know, I fuck with Melly.
Yeah, I know.
And then Kodak, I fuck with him sometime, but I actually really enjoyed this song. One of my favorite songs that I was listening to.
Anything else you got on music, man? We got a fucking special here.
No, I got the Rod Wave.
Wait a minute, man.
Rod Wave got an album coming out. It's not working good.
God damn it.
Rod Wave got an album coming out. Did you hear his first song?
Huh?
He got Rod Wave.
I did not.
He has a new album coming out called Soulful.
Oh, okay. It's a pretty good song.
The Street Runner. Yes, I really enjoyed the Street Runner. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to Rod Wave's album now. You know, Rod Wave is becoming one of my favorite artists. I really enjoy me some Rod Wave. You should get into him.
What do you think of the song? You got any more in depth of just about Rod Wave?
It's just another one of his songs singing about. No, one of his like a mixture of his harmonizing, singing with the rap. You know what I'm saying? About a woman. You know what I'm saying? You should enjoy it as much as Joe Budden you listen to.
I just didn't know it came out.
I think you like. He got a little sample beat to it. You know, the video he produced it himself. You know, it's cool, smooth little jaunt. You know what I'm saying? New York. Is that New York
It's
or
not
Baltimore?
New York. Yeah, definitely Baltimore. But is that all for music?
That's it,
That's all you
man.
got for music?
That's it.
I think that's all I got. I don't really hit nothing.
Before we go, because that's what we about to do. That's what you was getting at, right? Before we go, now I would be a hypocrite if I didn't mention what I witnessed in the NBA this week.
Okay.
Blake Griffin going to the Knicks.
Okay.
At this point, there's no way you can defend it. Kevin Durant, I don't know if this is him doing it, but this may be Well, I don't know. Because I'm trying to defend LeBron. But LeBron has done it a lot too.
He has.
This is ridiculous.
What I don't understand with people with this.
Kevin Love.
I don't understand. No. What I don't understand is look at the effect that LeBron has. LeBron James wins the championship and he beats the Golden State Warriors, a 73-win team, and they add Kevin Durant. Then he wins the championship in Los Angeles, and these motherfuckers add James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Blake Griffin. And I was having a conversation with my brother. I said, if you want to be technical and go all the way back to 2007, after he single-handedly destroyed the Detroit Pistons, and he scored 25 straight, I think, in the fourth quarter, and put their ass out of the playoff, went to the final. The very next year, KG and all of them joined up in Boston and won the championship. Hold on, let me finish. Kevin Garnett and them joined up, and they did that. The very next year, Kobe Bryant, he gets Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom come over there, Andrew Bynum is ascended. They win the next two. Fucking Dirk Nowitzki get Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, Tyson Chandler, Deshaun Stevenson,
What you saying?
Sean Harris. Look at this team I just named.
Yeah, look at that team you just named. Look at that team compared to
a good solid team.
Compared to James Harden, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin.
No. Well, I don't know what point you're making. I'm just
All right,
saying,
man, go ahead, keep going.
my point I'm making is, do you see when LeBron James starts to get good and dominate? Look at what the league does around him to compensate for that. So I hate when people say, why wouldn't he just stay in Cleveland? Why would I did that. I stayed my ass in Cleveland for 3 years after the fucking Big Three became of prominence. I got my ass whipped all 3 years, and then I'm looking across and seeing Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol whooping ass, and y'all want me to just stick it out by Lake Erie and thug it out?
He had to stay there, but he didn't have to go to Miami.
Get the fuck out of here.
But anyway,
and it's nothing. And the Nets getting Blake Griffin, hey man, it's good. I'm borderline rooting for the Nets because they have so many players that I like, and I would love to see them win a championship. I do think they will win a championship if LaMarcus Aldridge does not go to the Lakers. He just got bought out by San Antonio. They talk about he can either go to Portland, he can either go to the Lakers, and there was somebody else that they said he might go to. But if
Aldridge, what numbers is he putting up
LaMarcus
now these days?
He's still like a 2010 almost.
All right.
18 or whatever.
What the fuck would the Lakers need with him and AD? There gonna be some twin towers?
Hell yeah.
They ain't the NBA no more. The NBA, the NBA is all run 3-point shot.
But the New Jersey, but the Brooklyn Nets have nothing in the middle. They got nobody to deal with Anthony Davis in the middle. That's why they went and picked up Blake Griffin because they needed somebody in the middle. So if you go get LaMarcus Aldridge,
Blake and Jordan.
right now they have somebody. So if they take Blake Griffin off, a healthy Anthony Davis and a healthy LeBron James, they still might beat the Nets because they don't got nothing in the middle. And LeBron and AD know how to expose that because they smart enough players. So now you add in Aldridge down there with AD and LeBron. It's gonna be a good. That's a 7-game series, and it's sort of kind of a toss-up to me because you got somebody. They still ain't got nothing in the middle because AD gonna tear DeAndre Jordan ass up, and Aldridge gonna tear Blake Griffin ass up because Blake Griffin too small.
There's no way that the Lakers should beat the Nets. There's no way that the Nets. Even if they get them, if the Nets lose, they should be embarrassed. They're a failure.
Do you think Kevin Durant will get even a slight bit of the criticism that LeBron James got for losing to Dallas when he assimilated his big three and they lost?
If they lose he won't, but he should.
You think? Okay.
He should, but I don't think he won't. You know what I'm saying? Cause this team here, this shit loaded. Like, if you're in the NBA like these other teams, like the Bulls and shit like that, like, and I understand not tanking and stuff like that, but it's no way. There's no way you beating them. Nobody's beating them coming out of the East. If they do, the Nets should be embarrassed. Somebody should be fired. And because nobody's gonna be traded. Maybe Blake won't be back, but with them three, you shouldn't be losing games. You just especially with this NBA, there's no defense.
You think got Kyle Lowry out there? See where he may go. They say he may go to the.
He got bought out too.
He's maybe on a trade block, so he may go to Philadelphia.
Man,
Philly.
they still not beating them.
Put
They should
too.
They could.
If he go to Philly and they ain't got to give up a lot.
They shouldn't be.
And then you got Victor Oladipo. He's still out there. They say he may go for cheap. Somebody may give him up. If LeBron, this is how great LeBron is. If he gets Aldridge or either Oladipo, everybody is shaking in their fucking boots, and the Lakers are coming for the championship. That's all he needs. One more player. That's it. One more that's gonna give him a consistent 15 to 20 points on any given night, and it's over with. It's over with.
It's gonna be a good finals.
And Stephen A. Smith needs to shut the hell up because he's put Kevin Durant as MVP, he's put Harden as MVP, and now he's putting Kyrie Irving as MVP. Like, what are we doing here, Stephen A?
Stephen A. switch up so fucking much, man. I can't even watch his show. He's just too extra for me, man. Like, I like Stephen A., but I don't want to watch him talk to his little miniature self. Like,
that'd be funny sometimes.
Sometimes.
Let's get out of here on this, man. What do you think about Myers Leonard? His racial slur that he did.
I ain't hear it.
I mean, I didn't hear the unhonest.
He said something about Jews or something,
Yeah.
right? What'd he say?
I don't know what he said. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the unedited. So when I heard it was like bleeped out or whatever. But
Is that the one that was hitting him? Nah, that's a different one. That's Hero. No, I ain't hear that shit.
He's
I
just
gotta
a
look
big
at
man.
it.
He didn't stand. He stood for, and everybody was kneeling around him. He stood up. So what do you think? I'm asking.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, I'm asking you, what do you think? Because it wasn't against black people; it was against the Jews. So you think it's going? He just got suspended a $50,000 fine. Like, what do you think his life after this is going to be?
You gotta be fair. So like, they need to react the same way that they would react if he said it about black motherfuckers.
But Max Kellerman got on the TV, and I think he did a great job of explaining when he said that it's not equivalent to the N-word, and even him himself, of being a Jewish person, he wasn't offended by what he said. He was just wanting to know, like, what made you say it? Like, why did you even say it?
Well, I gotta see it. And maybe, is it like calling a Polish person a Polak or something like that?
Maybe it's somewhere along those lines.
Like, I don't know what he said.
I don't know what, it's not about what he said. Nobody can even tell you what it means. Like, even Jewish people really don't know, like, I haven't heard a definition of what it actually means.
Yeah, I gotta see
what it is.
I don't know what he said. I had to see that shit
What do you have
to
to
get
say
an
for
understanding.
that?
About him saying it, what do I think his punishment should be?
No, I'm just saying, like, what do you think is, not his punishment, like, what do you think is going to be? Because it's him saying, it's a white person saying it against the Jews. It's not a white person saying it.
Like, it's a white
black
motherfucker saying it, period. So, nothing, like, that's the world we in. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him. Like, think he gonna get cut? He can get cut, but somebody's gonna pick him right back up. It's not equivalent to, like, the black athlete doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Or finding something to pass about.
His owner is Jewish. The owner of the Heat is Jewish.
Right, so
the Heat got a Jewish community, a heavy Jewish community. So I'm just like, if somebody was in Detroit or something like that and said the N word, like, it's crucifixion. Like, you can't play no more. So I'm just saying, like, how they treat us with our stuff. I'm wondering how it will be with them. And I'm wondering how they feel, because he said this and it was talked about, but nobody's really calling for his job. Right, not even saying he needs to go. No. But it's like, and he got to, like, everybody wants to do from, the one that said, I'll fight all these niggas in here? Like,
oh, Riley Cooper.
Yeah, it was like, I ain't still in the league, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was mad, so it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm just wondering, like, how that's gonna go, like, in the same thing.
Kaepernick took a knee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we got here, man.
That's it, man. That's all I got. I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, this chest is tearing a hole out. Episode 49 of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast. Daeo to my left.
Daeo the truth teller.
Daeo the truth teller.
Double D. Looking for the signage or whatever else signage. We out. Episode 49.
Episode 49.
High as fuck.
Thank you for listening once again. Subscribe to the YouTube. We got some new subscribers on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at straight_gas homie. Follow us on Twitter at straightgashomie226. Follow me on Instagram at dblock1203. YouTube at straight_gas homie.
Go to the YouTube. Definitely YouTube.
Man, leave some comments, like, subscribe.
Spotify, iTunes, all that shit.
Apple Podcasts, Anchor.
Sound effect
We outta
machine
here.
died, but we motherfucking out.
We are out of here, man.
Doing dumb shit for no reason. We still rolling here? I got on slides and sweatpants. I want y'all to know that. God damn it! Sitting in that shovel motherfucker.
Shout out on loyalty.